Hello, my trigger happy friends. My name is Stevie Cade, and welcome to not really a reaction. I've watched this trailer a few times, but I'm going to watch this trailer with you and kind of discuss what we see and don't see. And what trailer is it? Well, it's the new Spider Man. Oh, not Far From Home. I hate how they name them all home. No Way Home. That's it. So, yeah. Again, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop the screen up here so we can watch it together as soon as I can get this set up. There we go. Yeah, just like that. So we can watch it together. And I'm just going to pause it and discuss what I notice or, just the little tidbits I've learned, just discussing with my film friends all day. And also, if there's anything that I've missed or, anything that you spot that I haven't spotted, I would really like to see your opinions on that and maybe discuss some theories if we have. I just want to make sure we're live here. We're going good. Yep. Yep. We're going good. All right. Cool. So, without further ado, let's bring up the trailer. I don't know if the sound's going to play on the video or not. I'm not sure. I haven't really tested that out. But yeah, either way, even if the sound doesn't play, we're going to be discussing anyway what we're watching. So please let me know in the comments below what anything that you may have spotted in this commercial that or trailer that I haven't spotted, or some theories that you want to dive into, or any questions, or you want to debate me on something that I have seen. So without further ado, let's do this right now. Also, let me know if it's the audio is playing on the stream. If not, then it just doesn't. But hypnotize females. So obviously Peter and Mary, or MJ rather, have grown in their relationship. I love that he's back. That's great. Okay, so this right here, this little shot right there. It, I've heard a couple people say that this is a copy and paste of Batman v Superman. When Superman was going up to the courthouse, and everyone was, down with Superman, death to the alien, go back to your home planet. And it's not a wrong thought. I don't think it's a blatant rip off, but these are comic books. It's just the nature of the beast. Sometimes these movies storylines kind of cross over, but I can definitely see where people would think that here. But I like it for its own light. I mean, if Peter Parker was outed as Spider-Man, I don't see why, and accused of murdering all these people in Mysterio, I don't see why this trial wouldn't actually happen in a real situation. So I'm pretty cool with it. And I like the city kind of turning on Peter for a little bit. It's a nice evolution. Yeah, everybody knows. Oh man, that's got to be an awkward situation. All right. So in comes Doctor Strange here. Now, take a look at this. Look at the outside. It's all beautiful and sunny. It looks like it might be a nice fall evening or afternoon. What the heck is up with this? Why is it all snowy in there? I would really like to know what is going on in the storyline to make this winter wonderland. I mean, you got this guy over here on the left, he's shoveling snow. I don't know if he's thinking that's going to help. I don't know what's going on here. Maybe he's spreading salt, but I'm very curious as to why this whole thing just looks like a winter wonderland. And by the way, I'm also digging uh, Doctor Strange's sweatsuit under his cape. But we'll talk a little more about Doctor Strange coming up because I do have some thoughts on him. Oh yeah, okay, Jimbo. Yeah, so that's a weird spot to pause. Um, yeah, Jimbo just commented. My only problem is the Doctor Strange angle. Oh, hold on a second. I think Durbin wants to join us here. Hold on, Jimbo. I'm not going to forget about you. Let's see. Christopher Durbin. All right, Durbin. I sent the link, so hopefully you can join us. Yeah, the Doctor Strange angle, Jim. It's definitely something that there's an oddity that's going on here with Doctor Strange. Like he just seems he's supposed to be the protector of all this stuff, and here he is, just willy nilly, just doing this spell that he's being warned not to do, which we'll get to here in a second. I'm hoping Durbin can join in as soon as possible. I really like to hear his take on this. See right there, like, he's being warned not to cast that spell, and he gives this little shitty smirk. Okay, I won't. Oh, oh,
What is up? Oh, look, I'm little on the screen. That's awesome. I'm like, you're reacting.
yeah. There we go. Welcome, Durbin. Nice surprise, buddy.
Yes, I got done with work and I was like, oh, he's live now. I want to join. I want to talk about this.
So I'm not sure if the audio to this to the YouTube video is playing. Can you hear this?
Hit play.
I'm trying. Hold on.
Okay. You mean in my headphones, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear nothing.
Okay. Well, then they probably can't hear anything either, which is fine. That works out better for the copyright situation. Aaron White,
Yeah.
what's up, dude?
Yeah, that does, that's sad. It does work out better for the copyright situation, even though whatever.
All right. So we were just talking about Doctor Strange and the oddity that is happening here. What's your thoughts on his strange attitude in this movie?
Well, it's funny because the first time I watched it, I thought nothing of it, right? Because I'm just reacting to the pure joy of this trailer. I've watched it several times since then.
Right.
I'm kind of thinking it's a variant. I'm wondering.
That's a good thought, or even what do they call this? The stroll?
A scroll. It could be
yeah.
And do scrolls know magic? I mean, if there's a scroll who's a wizard, then I'm with
fair
that.
Enough. But fair enough.
And I'm not saying that's impossible. It is entirely possible that, I mean, come on, if humans can do it without powers, a scroll I'm sure can do it. But I'm thinking it's a variant, since the whole thing is about the destabilization of the multiverse and the timelines. The way he winks and says, yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and do this. I'm like, I think you're a variant that made it through here already.
Yeah. So and if that's the case, then where's Doctor Strange? Like this timeline's Doctor Strange. Where's he at?
Well, okay, so is it like a foreign exchange student program? Did one variant come through and Doctor Strange, is exploring his timeline? And
you know what? That might be a possibility because there's some parallels that I've noticed watching this trailer. And Seth, who couldn't be with us today, he gave me some good tips of things to keep an eye on for, which I'll bring up when we reach it.
Ooh, sweet.
So, yeah, it might play into what you just said. So, all right, let's continue on here.
Let's do it.
All right, so he's doing the spell.
Yep. That's a piece of his hair, I'm assuming.
Yeah, and now he's learned that everybody's not good. Nobody's going to remember that he's Spider-Man, including his mom and MJ and his best friend, and he won't shut up.
Yes. Now, if you pause it here, here's what's really weird about this whole scene, right? Because Doctor Strange wouldn't do this. But they do put that little justification in, well, we did save half the universe together. And so on the one hand, they justify it. So it starts to make sense that Doctor Strange would do this for him and help him out because they're friends. But there is something.
But there's something weird. There's something odd about the fact that Doctor Strange would agree to essentially manipulate everybody's mind into
100%.
Yeah, that's just an odd aspect.
It is. And that's why I'm thinking variant. And there's got to be a nefarious purpose with Spider-Man for why he's doing this.
Right. So I love the little Inception look that they got going on. It shows you that this, whatever they did, whatever happened, is something that's continuously changing. Like, it makes me wonder if like the multiverse is going to open up, not as we think about it, not as like one place and then another, and then they can visit each other, but like maybe the planet or wherever you're at, just I don't know, just
they converge on each other, kind of like Spider-Verse, where it's like they kind of converge on each other in a weird way.
That's okay. That's what they do in Spider-Verse.
But see, to me, this looks like the mirror universe, not mirror, mirror dimension. It looks like the mirror dimension to me. Like it has that same effect.
I don't know what that is, but all right.
Did you not watch Doctor Strange? The first one?
Listen, man, I've watched that movie twice, but there's just so much going on. I just cannot absorb a lot of Doctor Strange stuff.
Now that you've had this, you might be able to absorb it better, because like what's happening here and how like the ground is opening up and they kind of go through that a little bit later.
Yeah.
That is the mirror dimension that they play with a lot in Doctor Strange.
All right. You see, this is why I wanted somebody on here with me. All right. Let's check this out. Let's see what's going on here.
See, there it is. And that is an exact shot, almost an exact shot from the mirror dimension. Now that yellow thing, there's a lot of people theorizing on that.
You talking about
the lightning bolt?
Well, yeah. I mean, that's obviously that's Electro. I mean, Jamie Foxx said that his electricity was going to be yellow, not blue.
Yeah. So do you think it's the same Jamie Foxx from Andrew Garfield, or do you think it's a variant of Jamie Foxx from Andrew Garfield?
That's God. This is where this stuff can get confusing, huh? Little brain benders. What Jimbo says, Doctor Strange is Mephisto. Who is that, Durbin?
I don't know much about him, but and hearing from all this stuff, like that's who they all thought was going to be in WandaVision.
Oh wait, so he also says LOL JK. So
well, it's because the joke is WandaVision. Everybody thought Mephisto was going to be the main villain, who's kind of like this devil character. Yeah. And I learned this, I haven't read it, but in the Spider-Man Civil War, where not Spider-Man Civil War, in the Civil War comic line where Spider-Man divulges his identity, when he wants to take it back, he makes the deal with Mephisto, and it's really, really bad. So that's why
that does kind of mirror what's going on here.
Well, that's why I think it's more legit that maybe this is Mephisto being Doctor Strange, but it is a running gag. It's like this hilarious thing because like everybody thought it was going to be Mephisto in WandaVision. But I don't think it's Mephisto. I think that running gag is going to continue for quite some time, and I really think it's Doctor Strange variant. But it is possible that this time it's Mephisto.
Anything's possible right now.
Yes.
The Daily Bugle. Okay.
This scene is fascinating with the train. And again, that's the mirror dimension.
So what is this?
I have not a clue in my head, but whatever it is,
it looks like a mother box.
It does, but that's what evil Doctor Strange wants. Like, look at him. Clearly, I think the mask is off in that scene, and that's what he wants is that box. That's what I think. Yeah,
that makes sense because look at that. He's pissed.
Yes, he is. I think the gloves are off at this point. This is probably Act 3. The gloves are off. His true identity is revealed, and he wants that mother box. I don't know what else to call it.
yeah, because that's what it looks like. Yeah, we'll call it the father box.
Oh, there we go. Because it's Marvel, so only indirect ripoffs.
So Iron Suit. Okay, boom. I think I got it. It's hard to tell, but
it's very dark.
People are saying this is the lizard guy, the doctor.
Yeah, I saw that today where somebody said that, and I didn't see, and I still don't see it. But you know what?
Well, you can't see anything. I'm trying to get a good grab on it.
I don't think you are because it's really dark.
Yeah,
it was a little bit better there. There's the yellow lightning of Electro.
Okay, so here we go. Here's another theory that's going out there that this might. I think this is the shot that Seth was telling me about, where he looks like he's fighting Electro, but is that either a reaction to the lightning, or is that a possible Sandman jumping in to protect Spidey?
I've heard both there, because I was actually watching a video today that kind of was talking about that, but they seem to think that's Sandman. I mean, at the rate we're going, I mean, that's Sandman. I mean, if we got Electro and we got, all these other villains coming in.
There's 5 villains, I believe, confirmed for this. And we know, what, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Right? Do we?
I think so.
Is there a 4th one we know about? I don't know.
I don't know. Honestly,
also,
you saying there's 5 villains is more than I knew. I mean, I knew they were going to do something, but I didn't know what.
Also, take a little closer look at that suit. Seth told me that it's not the suit from Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man 3, but it looks a lot like the symbiote spider suit. So
there's again another YouTube channel I was watching today explained that it's kind of like one of those Iron Man type suits.
Yeah.
And that it was originally designed when he lost his Spidey sense to kind of protect himself, since he can't sense what's around him. So that's what I watched today, and I'm not sure, but it did look like that suit, because I thought it was the symbiote too the first time I saw it.
Yeah, and especially in another shot coming up. But I mean, number one, the symbiote suit kind of wouldn't make sense, and number two, that suit you just described seems like it should have its own movie.
Yes,
so
I totally agree.
Or maybe that's what's happening here.
Maybe that's a Tom Holland variant. Maybe it's a variant of Tom Holland's Spider-Man coming from another universe with that suit.
Well, true, but going back to what you said, the suit that gave him powers, maybe he's lost his powers. Maybe that's part of this storyline here.
Maybe. Oh, yeah, with the spell that Doctor Strange does. Maybe there's an unintended consequence that maybe that's the spell. Maybe the reason nobody knows he's Spider-Man is because now he's no longer Spider-Man, and there's no Spider-Man in this universe. That would be interesting.
See, Jimbo says, well, earlier in the trailer, Tom isn't wearing the black Spidey suit. No. Well, he's wearing the red and black one. This one specifically, and there's a better shot coming up, and I'll try to snap on it then of what we're talking about, Jim. All right, there's Green Goblin.
It is. Green Goblin returns. Do you think it's going to be, oh my gosh, Willem Dafoe? I always forget his name. Do you think it's going to be Willem Dafoe?
Oh yeah. Yeah, it has to be William Dafoe, but they're going to have to explain something. It would have to be a variant again of William Dafoe because he died. He's already dead.
Yeah, well, same thing with Doc Ock here, because he died and he gave his life converting to after becoming a good guy at the end.
He died. Did he die? We saw him get nuclear something happened.
Well, he was pulled deep underwater by the sun he was creating, and he went down with it. So I assumed he drowned.
Well, yeah, you assumed he drowned, but the actor who plays him in this movie kind of spilled the beans on that a little bit, and said he said that when that happened, that's where he's coming from, is that moment in Spider-Man 2 when he went under and like that whole explosion happened, that he's coming from that moment.
Oh, that could make sense, because I mean the sheer amount of power he was unlocking there could rip space-time and let him come through the timeline.
Yeah, I agree, William. I almost called Jim William Dafoe. Yes, I agree, Jimbo. That I do consider that a William Dafoe laugh. So, with that being said, there's something I want you to notice here. This suit.
Yes.
Okay. Seth brought this up to me, and we get a better shot of the suit, but like he says, there's a similarity between this suit, and this is what I was talking about earlier, when you said like the timelines were going to kind of mix together, and like they were going to live out other timelines or different universes rather. Check out the suit from Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man 3. This suit here. It's a blue tie, a light blue shirt, and this kind of almost, I don't know, wool or tweed looking
fascinating
gray jacket, which is exactly what we see here. And we get a better shot of it coming up too. But it was
fascinating.
Right. And here he comes. Another thing
so exciting.
Another thing to be noted also is the little red glow that you see here.
Uh-huh.
Now those red glows are when the tentacles are controlling Doc Ock, right?
Right.
And didn't he get rid of that right before he?
Yeah, he like quote, overpowered them with his willpower.
Right.
If I remember that correctly. It's been a while.
So somewhere along the line, he's these things are now streamlining with him again.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Well, he was unconscious, right, when he was being pulled underwater. So maybe they jumped on that opportunity to control back.
Yeah, we're basically getting a version of the One More Day story. Durbin, do you know about the One More Day story? I'm guessing that's from the comics, which I'm
not really, but I think it has something to do with Peter Parker making his deal with Mephisto. So if Mercenary X84 wants to jump into that, I'd love to hear more about it.
Yeah, because we did talk about that earlier as well. So let's see here. Where are we?
Oh, I love Peter. Gosh, that shot.
Okay. Let me see if I can get this queued up again. That suit right there.
That is the suit, but the Spider-Man suit he's putting on is the Tony Stark suit that was made for him. It's interesting.
So, but for reference again, the suit that he's wearing right there looks exactly like the suit Tobey Maguire's wearing in Spider-Man 3.
That is undeniable.
Yeah. So I'm very curious to see if if this Spider-Man actually spends time in that world as Tobey Maguire's character in a sense.
Yeah, like I'm very curious. Like they haven't, and I'm glad they haven't told us like what they're doing with those other Spider-Men yet. But I wonder if they will have Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield, or if Tom Holland will be playing those particular Spider-Men, but like he would be the one. I don't know. Like that's really interesting.
Yeah, it's such a curious thing. A part of me hopes that they do show up.
Yeah,
and a part of me hopes that if they do, it's at the very end, and we are going to get a full movie with all of them. Like it's going to be a continuation from here.
Yeah. Well, I now kind of wonder, because of that black suit debacle we were talking about, if he does lose his powers, and that's part of the spell that Doctor Strange does. Yeah. And so that makes me wonder then, does he need those other two Spider-Men to come in?
Yeah, or if he's like, if he's like somewhere else in another, in one of the multiverse strands, if he loses his powers when he goes there only.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like, who knows?
I don't know. Oh my God. So many theories. Yeah, but I
do love that moment. That
Iron suit. Yeah.
Oh, there it is.
That's it.
December 17th. Oh my gosh.
I did have a question at the beginning of the movie, Durbin. I was very curious to learn what is. Well, I'll kind of touch base with you some things like what's going on here. Why is it a winter wonderland?
That. I have no idea. Well, it's funny. Somebody commented on my video because I put in my trailer reaction. I dropped that question down on the screen saying, "Why is everything in there frozen?" And somebody said, "Well, the Hulk did smash through the ceiling." And I was like, Well, I guess if it's been uninhabited for 5 years and nobody fixed it.
No, but look, this is right before he walks in.
And it's it's not snowy. It's nice. So that's it makes I think the obvious answer is the spell gone awry, but it's just so strange that we really do spend time in there.
So let's consider that. If it's a spell that's gone awry, then maybe that can also play into this is a different variant because he's not doing the spells correctly.
Do you think he felt the disturbance with what's going on with WandaVision and with Loki and the TVA, and that now he's exploring that because his job is to protect our reality and keep it intact? Right. And so now maybe that's the variant entering.
So now he's out trying to explore the WandaVision stuff, not knowing that the multiverse just got opened up. Yeah, so like why the cat's away, the mice will play sort of situation.
Probably 100%. Yeah. that could very well be a thing. And maybe somehow the entrance from one universe to the other froze everything in there. Like, who knows? Like that could be.
I'm very curious of the story of what's going on.
Oh, I am too.
And I'm very totally digging the
the heavy winter coat and the cape on top.
Yeah. And I love this line here. I know you guys can't hear it. You keep calling me sir, and he calls him Steven.
And he's like, I'll allow it. It's very
He's
strange.
Like, that's a little weird. There's the shot.
There's the shot, yeah.
There's a shot. Okay, so
but see, here's how you know it's not the symbiote. It's because of the gold that's in it.
Yeah, and now that out of all the times I paused this, I never stopped on this still, and this is probably like the best one.
It is. Look at his hair.
And look that line on his arm just mirrors what's in his average Spidey suit anyway.
Looks kind of Wakandan, doesn't it? Just tossing that out there. It has a kind of Wakandan vibe to it.
Oh shit, Durbin. Jimbo says, while you were streaming, it's not confirmed yet with Sony, but IGN is reporting that Venom 2 is getting delayed yet again.
Oh no.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man, they're gonna have to come to grips and work a deal out with streaming. What's up?
What if the delay is Disney's fault because they're like, no, you need to have Venom 2 come after this movie? What if Venom 2?
I feel like they would have known that before now.
Yeah, that's true.
I feel like they would have known that before.
I was trying to give them the benefit of the doubt. Yeah, I don't know.
They managed to advertise PS5 controllers after the trailer.
I saw that. I still haven't gotten my PS5. I'm very upset about that.
I'm still rocking a PS3, man. So
mine died, but I don't play video games, it for as long as I could. It was awesome. I loved it.
But let's get another look at this suit here if we can.
Yeah. Oh, go back. Can you go back? That was a really good look.
Not that one.
Yeah, well, that's a great one. That's perfect.
All right, let's see.
Right, wait.
Well, there's the back of it. There's no symbol.
Nope.
There's no. So that's definitely not the Spider-Man 3 suit. Yeah, I'm very curious to see if this is what you said it could be, and that's
there it is.
There
that's
we go.
A good shot right there. What is that symbol? That's not a spider at all, or is it a spider?
It's hard to tell because his hand's right in the way.
Yeah, I know.
But it looks a little armored, like it.
Yeah, it definitely looks a little armored.
It has it's almost like rubberized in a sense. But yeah, I didn't catch the gold before. So
yeah, there's the gold bands and that weird and like I guess a gold spider. Let's go with that for right now.
Yeah. But I would like to know if that, now that you brought that up, him wearing that suit because maybe he possibly loses his powers.
Yeah.
And that suit, helps him stay intuitive. Now, this guy, sorry.
Yeah.
his face is like that this entire shot.
Well, if I was in a room, dude, and a superhero came running in, that would be my face. I'm just saying. I'd be like, oh my gosh, they're real.
Yeah, but he looks just as scared as they do. And he took his mask off in front of them for a reason. What is that reason?
But they all know. There's no point for him to mask up. Like, I mean, we're assuming the whole world knows.
Well, unless the actual spell worked in that sense.
Yeah.
So let's see here.
Well, we don't know how successful that spell was yet. Now, do we? Like, we know he's trying to cast it, but we don't know the success of it yet. We don't know what it actually did.
Is a variant of the black suit from Far From Home?
It could be
a variation.
Variation. It could be.
No. He's thinking of the He's thinking of the Nightcrawler suit. Is that what it's called?
Oh yeah.
Or Night Monkey.
The stealth suit. Yeah.
Yeah, stealth suit. Night Monkey.
It could be a Night Monkey suit. It could be.
Well, as a matter of fact, I thought the same thing, Jimbo, and I did a little research before this, and I actually brought up one of these shots, compared it to the stealth suit, and they're just not the same. It could be a variation of the stealth suit. You could be right about that for sure. I'm
wondering, in the absence of Tony Stark, if Wakanda made him that suit. I don't know why. Every time and now that we're really looking at it, I really get a Wakandan vibe out of that suit.
Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, you totally shocked me when you said that. Hold on. Seth? We can't hear you, Seth.
Can you hear me?
I hear you now.
Yes, you're really loud.
Oh,
love your profile picture. It's absolutely epic.
Well, he's got construction going on over at his mom's, so he can't do the video right now.
I got it.
Well, Seth, I'm glad you made it. Better late than never. We are just going through and thinking of theories about this suit. Like you told me earlier when I was on the phone with you. And by the way, anybody who doesn't know Seth, who's not pictured, he's joining us through audio only. He said he confirmed that no, it's not the Spider-Man 3 suit. But now Durbin has brought up this looks a little Wakandan. Like maybe Wakanda made this suit for him. And also on top of that, the theory that there's if you could, Durbin, explain that what you said earlier about the black suit helped him when he lost his powers.
Oh yeah, and I don't know, Seth, you have to correct me where I'm wrong, because I'm going off a YouTube video that I watched today that apparently at some point he lost his Spidey sense or something, and so he got this like black suit, kind of similar to something from Iron Man that was armored to help him out so he could take more hits because he didn't have his Spidey sense. And so the video I was watching today was comparing that black suit to that. So
okay,
what do you think?
What? Yeah, what do you think, Seth?
I've never heard about that before, but
Neither had I.
that could sound like an interesting theory. I mean, it is an interesting theory. It doesn't sound like it is an interesting theory.
Well, it definitely is armored for sure. Like it looks armored right here.
I think one of the theories I've heard is that that's like the inside of the Iron Spider suit, and like the armor gets ripped off or something, and that's what that is. That's just a rumor that I've heard, and also something that kind of backs that up is that there's like, you know, kids' Halloween costumes for the Iron Spider suit in this movie. Flip it inside out. That's the suit underneath.
Really?
Oh, I'm gonna have to Google that.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to. Google
because
that.
I'm thinking like, can it be that? Because the suit really is just thousands and millions of tiny little nanobites, right? Or nanobots that come together and form it. But that.
Oh yeah, that's a good thought too. Yeah. Well, maybe. Well, yeah. No, that's a good point, Durbin.
Yeah, that is a good point. I guess
I mean, I'm not saying it's not true. Who's to say you can't change the color or, you know, flip it inside out? I mean, but it's just, I don't know. There's a lot to think about. There's like 500 theories, and you come up with one theory. Now you got 6 other theories with the one.
Oh, and by the way, Seth.
Yeah,
I know. That's not Murdoch. He sent me the leaked photo of this, and he's like, "This looks like Murdoch."
Oh.
I'm still thinking he's in that scene, though. At some point, I feel like
Seth,
he'll be there.
I think I agree with you, and I'm glad it's not in this trailer, because that is something I would never want blown in a trailer. But I've heard all those theories that our Daredevil, Matt Murdock from Netflix, is in this, and I would just scream with joy if that's true.
I think if he is in it, I don't think they'll show him in the trailers. That
No,
could be him.
I don't think that's
could be. Maybe not, but
hold on.
That would be a good tease, though.
Oh, there's two people. There's 2 people that walk into this thing.
I mean,
no, that's
look for a blind stick. You know, he's got to
right. Yeah, I just saw the guy walking through, and he didn't have a blind stick on.
Yeah.
Right there. No, he's got his arms crossed. He can see everything.
I mean, granted, Matt Murdock could walk like that, but he has to, you know, play the part.
Right. He has to play the part. Wait, Jim said he sent me something on Facebook. Hold on.
And when we get back to that part you were at when I first joined, when you were looking at the black suit, I do want to point something out when we get back to there.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, it sounds like we're going back there anyway by Jimbo's next comment.
I can't see.
There it is.
Comment.
Almost.
Oh, there we go. There's something. It's like it's when he's facing the camera. If you look close enough, now correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe I'm completely wrong, but I'm pretty sure you can see claw marks on his suit.
Really?
All right. I'm gonna share what Jimbo just sent to me.
Awesome.
All right.
Let's see this. Whoa. What is that? I've never. Wow.
Oh, yeah. I've seen that before.
It's got the gold. It's got that emblem that doesn't look like a spider emblem.
Yeah, but I don't like the blue in that picture. I like how it looks in the movie, though. Like in the trailer, it looks awesome.
Right.
They obviously didn't keep his fingers red.
On that picture, can we move over to where he's shooting the web?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Would that be maybe I'm getting ahead of myself here, Doctor Strange magic?
Perhaps? I'm wondering that because that looks more like energy.
Okay, so the suit is Doctor Strange made?
Oh my gosh. It could be Doctor Strange made with a spell on it containing Doctor Strange magic because he doesn't have his abilities. And the real Doctor Strange comes back. Like, it could be something like that.
And it all comes full circle. Dude, Jim, thank you so much.
Yes, thank you so much, Jimbo.
I think that's what I'm going with. I'm going with it's that suit because he lost his magic, or not his magic, because he lost his Spidey sense. But then it's Doctor Strange made to help him.
Man.
That's what I'm rolling with.
Oh,
I dig it.
I got to try not to get disappointed when all of our theories are proved wrong and just enjoy this for what it is. But I'm loving like this guessing game right now.
Yeah, this is the fun part of why we do these things.
Yes, it is. Oh man,
I'm trying to find a certain shot here. I think it's actually way in the beginning. Yeah, right there. So I was just discussing earlier when I was solo here that I've heard some people say that this was kind of almost a rip off of BVS, Batman v Superman. You know, the whole him going to court,
the
people
false
shunning.
god thing. Yeah,
yeah, exactly. Ramon, our YouTube buddy, presented that, and I have to say, like, I don't think it's a blatant ripoff. I don't think. I just think these comic book movies just have certain parallels because it's the nature of the beast. You know what I mean?
They really do. But I mean, it fits. It fits everything because he's coming off of being framed for killing Mysterio.
Mysterio.
Yeah.
I went full South Park, came back, Mysterio. Gosh.
Well, and that's what I said when I was doing this solo at the beginning. I said, but if this were to really happen to Peter, this is what would happen. You know, this is, you know, you can't just say, oh, it's a blatant ripoff, because this is what would happen organically in that world.
This is showing you how Mephisto wanted the world to see him. It's his final illusion, and we're still seeing it like going strong. And that's awesome because it looks like this is really picking right up where the last movie ended. And I'm excited about that.
Well, you're right, because they have because you have him talking to MJ, and I'm trying very hard not to call her Mary Jane.
Yes,
but it obviously picks up right where it left off. So, Seth, is there any other points you want to point out here? Because I know you studied a lot about this.
I have nothing specific in mind, but I'm sure I'll catch something if we go along with it. But
well, we've already watched it.
Oh, you've already watched it. Okay, I guess I missed that part.
Well, how about we just hit play and we don't hit stop and we do commentary, because obviously we can't hear it. See, you got to go back and watch Doctor Strange 1 when we're done with this, Steve. That's what you got to do.
That's a good movie.
It is I love Doctor Strange. It's so good. I did a really fun video on Doctor Strange, the 3 keys to power, and it was a lot of fun to dive into that.
Oh, nice.
See, this is why I think this is picking up right where that last one left off, because I think that's like him swinging away from all of those people after he saw the screen and goes, what the? And it cuts out.
Yeah, I thought the same thing.
Yeah. Poor Peter. All he did was save all of them.
Yeah, I'm very curious to see, like, when they say his drones, they say they claim that the drones are his.
Well, they are. Tony Stark gave them to him. He gave him Edith. So technically, they are his drones. So that's what that all is. And I guess it's Halloween, and he looks up and sees Dr. Little Wizard there.
Yeah, so here's the Winter Wonderland that makes I'm really eager to find out about.
Yes, me too. Very much so. And there it is. There's the Wakanda suit and good view. Or maybe the Doctor Strange suit. See, now what? Okay, go back to him meditating. I'm curious there. If you go back to him meditating, that is his house and there is no snow, correct? Like, am I seeing that correctly? That is his house and there is no snow. What if that is the moment he disappears and his variant comes through and it creates all that ice?
Yeah, that was, I don't know if Seth, sorry, I got something on my screen and I don't know why it's here and it won't go away and I can't see the comments
all the
anymore.
Time.
Seth, we think that Doctor Strange might be a variant.
Why do you think that?
Because he's acting weird here. He would not.
why would he be so eager to do the spell that's dangerous that his best wizard buddy is warning him against? And he just kind of like, sassily looks at him and goes, okay, I won't. Well,
yeah,
lag.
Fair point.
I mean, there's a lot of people that are saying
there,
that there's something slightly off about Doctor Strange's behavior.
So what Durbin had presented was that little part where he's meditating and like his house isn't full of snow. What if he catches what happened in WandaVision? He's like, oh crap, I got to go check this out. And while he's out doing that, that's when the timeline goes out of control, or the multiverse expands. And so now a variant of Doctor Strange shows up, and like this house being full of snow is just either a result of that, or something's wrong with spells that he's trying to do because he's not the right Doctor Strange for this world. So that was definitely a thought that intrigued me. I think I like that.
It's not a bad theory.
The split face screen of Spider face and Peter's face is just like the comics. Oh yeah, you're right. I do. Now that you say that, I remember.
I wish I read more Marvel comics. I was always more of the DC guy. So when it comes to Marvel comics, I don't know a lot. So I have to go off movies.
Oh, he's got a spider on his face.
Yep. Oh boy. Don't let it bite him.
All right. So where were we?
Let's see. He ran through the kitchen. I think he's about to do the spell here. Which I can't, like we already said it, so we're beating a dead horse now. But I just can't imagine our Doctor Strange performing this spell.
Yeah.
Right.
Because that affects so many people. I get that he might like
Peter.
He's
acting ominous. Like he's acting, like, for lack of a better term, strange.
Yes. He is, though. It's like when you have Superman on Red Kryptonite. There's something that is off about him. And that's what I feel like we have here. But a very slight version of Red Kryptonite. Because it's not super obvious, but it's enough.
But it's obvious. Yeah, you're right. It's obvious enough because when I first watched this trailer, I was like, "Wow, man, Doctor Strange, man, what's his name? Cumberbatch really phoned in his performance here." Because I was thinking it was lacking something, but now that it's added to his character, that makes more sense.
Yep.
And there's the mirror world you're talking about.
Yeah, the mirror dimension.
Am I the only one who thinks they're fighting on this train? Doctor Strange and Spider-Man?
I think so, because the more I watch it, the more I think that. I think that's the evil Doctor Strange, maybe confining Spider-Man to the Mirrorverse, and they're having a battle.
Right, because look at Doctor Strange in this shot here, how look how angry he is. We discussed this earlier.
Yeah.
And we still have no clue what this is. Is anybody
the father
in the
box,
comments?
That's what we're calling it.
Yeah, we're calling it the father box because it looks like a mother box. Does anybody know in the comments what this thing is, or like maybe in the comic lore it has some sort of meaning? Because whatever it is, Spidey has it. Doctor Strange wants it. So Seth, yeah, I agree that he might be, Doctor Strange might be the fifth bad guy we don't know about, Seth.
Yeah.
I
mean, that could be. I mean, I have no idea what else to say. He's very fishy, so.
And then
happy.
Yeah.
There's Sandman, calling it right now. That was Sandman.
Yeah, that's the thing about coming in late. We kind of tapped on all this. And I even brought up the suit too.
So, we had that's a good theory, Seth. That was awesome to see.
The suit here. I even
pictures there. Yeah,
I even have it queued up here. Yeah, that suit right there.
Yeah.
That is fishy. I'm very interested to see what they're doing with all this.
He said, Jimbo says, "Damn YouTube, LOL." What's that mean? Did something happen to my YouTube?
Maybe it was reloading, or maybe it was because we came in late. We're talking about the same stuff again.
All right. Well,
there it is.
There it is. No Way Home. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I don't like the fact that Home is involved with all the names of these movies. Yeah.
I mean, I don't have a big problem with it because it does differentiate this Spider-Man from any other version. So it's not Ultimate Spider-Man. It's not Amazing Spider-Man. It's not Sam Raimi Spider-Man. This is MCU's, but I get what you're saying.
It's the home series, but what it is, I could never remember which one's which. I'm like, I was telling my buddy today, like, oh, check out the trailer. He's like, Far From Home. I'm like, yeah, it's Far From Home. And then like he played the trailer. I'm like, no, it's not. It's
No Way Home, or No Way Home,
or Somewhere Home, or My Homeboys, or something, whatever. So overall, gentlemen, does this trailer get you excited for this movie? I haven't watched your trailer reaction yet, Durbin. So I don't know what your reaction was.
Yeah,
feel free to share now.
I gotta tell you, I am excited, and this is how excited I am. Like, I don't really love the Raimi trilogy. The first Spider-Man, I was never that much of a fan of. The third one, I really don't like. The middle one, I like. I like Spider-Man 2. But for somebody who was not super hyped on the Sam Raimi trilogy to get super hyped when I hear the Willem Dafoe Green Goblin laugh, or I see Doc Ock from Spider-Man 2 coming through the portal, or that wind that is Sandman, and the fact that I got excited about that, that's awesome. And I'm one of the few that like The Amazing Spider-Man, and I thought Amazing Spider-Man 2 had a lot of problems, but it was entertaining, and I was super excited to see some of that in there. And so that's how excited I am. Like a trilogy I'm not connected to, and seeing characters from them return, it got me excited. That tells you something.
Yeah, it's nice to see these people return, and just again, like, are they going to be the same version of themselves? According to the actor that played Doc Ock, like I said earlier, he kind of spilled the beans on saying that he actually is the same one, and he's going to pick up right where he left off. Like, it's just gonna he's going to zip into this universe. So that'd be a interesting explanation. Seth, are you excited for this? I know you are. I know you are.
Of course, I'm excited for this movie. I've been looking forward to this for like way before we even knew there was multiverse involved with it. And me, like, growing up, I was always like a huge fan of the Sam Raimi movies, like especially Spider-Man 2, as cliche as that might sound. Spider-Man 2 has always been my favorite one. I've always liked Doc Ock.
That's not cliche. It's good. It's a good movie.
And
sorry, Seth, go ahead.
It's okay. Unlike both of you, I think, I used to like them, but I don't really like the Amazing Spider-Man movies that much. All
right,
I watched them earlier this year.
Kicking you out of the stream.
I watched them earlier this year, and I really didn't like either one of them. But I think I like Andrew Garfield. There's that.
I'll tell you what. I mean, I don't know where Durbin sits on the Amazing Spider-Man particularly, but like, I absolutely love the Amazing Spider-Man, the first reboot of Spider-Man. It's my favorite Spider-Man movie still.
I think it's really good. I think in some places, like especially at the very end, Lizard is a little bit over the top in his dramatic performance. But take that out of the equation, I did really enjoy that first one quite a bit. And what I liked, I still liked the second one. I didn't love it as much, but I like it. What I liked is that through line where it's like, okay, so Peter's dad made the spiders. The whole idea that it only works on Peter because he shares the same DNA as his father. And it's like, that was interesting. And I liked that sub story and that subplot in his character development. So that was, I wanted a third one just to see where that was going to go.
Yeah, it was, to me, it was like a breath of fresh air for that Spider-Man, because I was never a huge fan of Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man.
Yeah,
I was a big fan of Tobey Maguire's Peter Parker, but I wasn't a fan of his Spider-Man. Now, Andrew Garfield, I love his Spider-Man. Like, it's just, and I love the suit. I love the creative justice they took with the suit, not going the traditional route. I was sad to see it go, and Amazing Spider-Man 2. But either way, now we live in a world where Sam Raimi and the Webb series, what's his name? The guy directed that, whose last name was coincidentally Webb.
Mark Webb.
Mark Webb. Yeah.
Yes, thank you. Now those two are going to come into here, and like Jimbo just said, he's like, he think we're going to get Keaton's Vulture in this too, which is very possible, because Keaton's Vulture does show up in the trailer for Morbius. Morbius.
Gosh, but what's interesting about that, Morbius walks past that picture of Spider-Man where it says murderer on it, but it's Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I kind of wonder, and I heard somebody say this on YouTube today, so it's not my original thought, but I'm kind of wondering if this is Sony's way of getting Tom Holland out of the MCU and bringing him into the Sonyverse.
Yeah, a little bait and switch.
Yeah.
I mean, I read earlier today that Sony changed their Marvel Universe name to, I think it was Sony's Spider-Man Universe is what it's called now. When before it was just called like Sony's Universe of Marvel characters, but now it's Sony's Spider-Man Universe.
Interesting.
Oh, yeah. I mean, well, if this does anything to that light, it's just going to be able to bring Peter Parker into the Sony stories without affecting the MCU.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, that's
100%. Yeah.
Which we were all like concerned about. Like we were all like, how are they going to play this off? How are they going to do this and not interact with the MCU? And well, this is going to do it. This could do it. So that's a very interesting take on that.
Yep. Jimbo has a good theory down there at the bottom about the Sinister Six, which I really think is what they're doing because they've tried twice now to build, or maybe not twice, but they really tried to build the Sinister Six and it didn't go through.
Yeah, I said that in one of the live streams, Durbin, that we did on Al Seward's channel, Dark Side Reviews, when we were watching the Loki series.
Yeah.
I brought up that I feel like opening the multiverse, we could get a Sinister Six, but like it's a multiverse Sinister Six. It's like the evil variants of the worst evil variants of those characters that come together, and that's the Sinister Six, and they can jump into multiverse.
Which is so interesting because now DC and Marvel are doing the same thing because I read rumors, and keep in mind, came from the internet, and it's a rumor, so probably not going to happen. But the idea that the future Justice League would be a multiversal Justice League because of what the Flash is about to do. So you have Keaton's Batman and some other Superman, and now that's what we're looking at with the Sinister Six is these villains from different movie franchises and different timelines. So it is kind of because I don't think they're ripping each other off. I think that's just the natural way all comic book stuff goes. Right. So yeah, they always rip each other off. So I kind of think it's interesting that both film universes are going kind of in the same direction at the same time.
Well, DC could have had a heads up on that way before if they just would have, released the Snyder Cut first.
Yeah. 110.
Just saying.
I'll say this about the Sinister Six and what I think they're doing. It's pretty much what you said, but it's who I think is the sixth villain. I don't know if you've talked about that yet. Maybe I missed that.
No, well, we did, but we actually, Durbin nor I were really sure of what villains are fully confirmed or how many are fully confirmed.
Right. So going based on this trailer, there's 5. You know, we have Goblin, Electro, Doc Ock, Sandman, and Lizard. So that's assuming there's going to be one more.
That's assuming that's Sandman.
Right.
And that's also assuming that's Lizard. Because neither are really clearly shown here. We saw sand. We saw sand. And
let's be honest,
a dark figure.
It's probably Sandman. I'll bet money that's Sandman. Lizard, sure. I'll give you that one for a bit, but I'll bet money that is Sandman. But I think the 6th one is, call me ridiculous, but I think it's going to be Rhino from The Amazing Spider-Man 2. And I think that because
it's on your wish list.
I don't know if I'd call it my wish list.
Oh, I would. When I took this kid to go see.
Oh, yeah. Okay. You know what?
The Amazing Spider-Man 2 in theaters. All he could talk about was, I can't wait to see Rhino and Spider-Man fight. I can't wait to see Rhino and Spider-Man fight.
Oh, and you never saw it.
And that was the last scene, and they cut to the credits, and he just, seriously, how old were you, Seth? Like 10?
I would have been 9.
11? 9?
I would have been 9
okay.
when that movie came out.
Threw out random numbers until one came out. But you looked at me like, what? Why? You had no idea. It was, I think, it was the first time that a movie franchise just really let you down and broke your heart. So yeah, I didn't mean.
I was growing up and married, Seth, and I looked at my wife and I went, "Why? Why? And why would they put that in the trailer? The final shot of the trailer is the final shot of the. It's so stupid."
Yeah. Do you think they'll alter the Green Goblin's costume? I hope they do.
I think so.
I hope this is a variant of his Green Goblin because again, he's dead. He's not
debatably dead like Doc Ock. He was stabbed through the freaking stomach, died and buried. He's dead.
and we spent 2 other movies with him also being dead.
Yeah.
So I agree.
Ghost.
Right. Yeah, he came back as Ghost Dad. But
Yes.
So I would like to think that this is a variant of him, and with that, I hope that suit is better because I've always hated that Green Goblin suit. That green, it looked like just like
Power Rangers or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just wasn't
one of the many reasons I didn't connect to the Raimi trilogy, and I wasn't a fan of that first movie. It was just one of those things that took me out of it. I mean, I liked Willem Dafoe's performance, nothing against that. Just that costume took me out of it completely.
Yeah, it did, and so hopefully they rectify that because we still haven't gotten a good Green Goblin, in my opinion. I mean, the closest would be Harry Osborn, but that wasn't even
okay. The best part about Harry Osborn's was Amazing Spider-Man 2 when he was actually having the transformation. The moment of transformation with that strobe light going on and all that stuff as he's crawling and you're watching his back transform, his arms transform as he's reaching to the glider. One of the best villain transformation scenes I have ever seen. And then we got that.
Yeah, he looked like a dinosaur just like snotted all over him. Like he looked like a living loogie. That's what I'll go with.
Where did he get the mousse for his hair to be pushed back? Like, did he really just take that time before he went out to find Peter?
And his just the way he talked, Peter. It's like, okay, well, Jimbo here, we keep passing by, he keeps bringing up Scorpion. Jimbo really wants Scorpion to be one of the villains here. Plus, Scorpion is in one of the No Way Home Lego sets, so who knows if it's movie accurate or not. And then
that's what I hate about toys when they spoil something.
And with Vulture and Scorpion being locked up together, because they did tease Scorpion at the very end of that.
That's a great point, right?
That's the only reason why I thought Scorpion. They could have helped each other escape. Yeah, it's a solid point. You're absolutely right, Jimbo. I just don't know much about Scorpion besides he's an inmate.
I know nothing about Scorpion.
Yeah.
So. I saw him in the Spider-Verse, and he fought them in their living room. I remember that. That was awesome.
What, Seth?
I was gonna say I'll throw this out there, and again, maybe I'm wrong, but with the Lego set, I think the set has a literal scorpion. I don't know if it's actually the character Scorpion, and if I had to guess, he'd probably be in the 4th one, because long before the multiverse stuff was rumored, everyone believed that the villains of the 3rd one would be Scorpion and Kraven. And so maybe they just moved that over to the 4th one so they could just do the multiverse movie now.
Right.
So maybe they'll have Scorpion and Kraven in the next one. And plus, we know we're getting a Kraven movie with Aaron Taylor Johnson playing Kraven. So.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. I didn't know that either.
Yeah. Solo Kraven movie.
Going back to you, Seth, you said you were saying earlier, and we kind of just the conversation just kind of went about. You think that Rhino is going to be one of the 6th dude?
Yeah.
Anybody else that you theorize?
The only reason I say Rhino is because I don't think it would be Green Goblin from The Amazing Spider-Man, and what I'm assuming is they'll have 3 Toby villains, who would be Goblin, Doc Ock, and Sandman, and 3 Andrew villains, Lizard, Rhino, and Electro. That's just what I was thinking, because some people, are thinking Scorpion or Mysterio or Vulture. I think if they wanted to do villains of all 3, they would have done 2 from each. 2 Toby, 2 Andrew, and 2
to make it a
villains.
more balanced thing. Yeah.
That's just my guess, though.
Well, this is it's all just a guess. We're all just guessing right now. The theories that we've come up with are just absolutely like off the wall. Like I'm coming up with a theory based off of Durbin's theory, and then you come up with a theory based on the theory that I came up with based on my theory off Durbin's theory. That's what I love. That's what I love about doing these things. Wouldn't it be fun to get a variant Vulture, and it's John Malkovich, who was supposed to play Vulture in the Sam Raimi movies?
That would be awesome.
That would be kind of cool.
That would be cool, but there's definitely like how jam-packed this movie looks already. Yeah, I guess they wouldn't have to spend too much time on it, explaining this is it. But yeah, I could. Why not? Why not throw it in there?
Yeah.
So, Gentlemen, is there anything else you want to express about this movie and its possibilities?
I got nothing. I was excited for some of the stuff coming out with the MCU. And now this is the one thing I am beyond excited for. Like, I really cannot wait to see this movie.
Yeah, because the MCU has been fairly quiet the past year and a half, now they're kind of like doing a soft release, with the streaming and all that debacle. But this is like the first boom one. We're doing this. We're going to come out. This is going to be it. And
Shang-Chi looks good, but it doesn't feel like a boom. Like, this is a big one. That last trailer for Eternals looked really good. I will say that, because I wasn't sold on that movie at all. And then the last trailer made more sense out of it for me. It's like, all right, yeah. But this is the first one I'm really excited for.
Yeah, I'm with you there. Seth, is there anything else you want to bring up about this particular trailer?
Not about the trailer specifically, but I'm just throwing it out there that I hope the movie doesn't get delayed.
Oh, me too.
Because we've seen now that Venom is being delayed to 2022. And
wow, that far.
Is that confirmed? I know Jimbo brought that up earlier.
That's confirmed. January 2022. So it's not like super far in the future. But
oh no, January.
Yep. January 2022.
January is like the death month of
yes,
movies.
It is.
It's also when Morbius is supposed to come out, or Mobius.
I think they delayed Morbius.
Whatever.
I think Venom 2 took Morbius's spot.
Oh my gosh, I'm getting tired of this. Just put the dang movies out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
At this point, there's not a good time. Just put them out.
Just stream it. Put it. Sorry, just got to do it. What were you gonna say, Seth? Sorry.
It's fine. I was gonna say there's even more rumors now, like that Marvel is having discussions that if Shang-Chi fails at the box office and shows them that people aren't ready to go back to the movies, they'll delay Eternals. And so if they delay Eternals, then they're probably, depending on how far they delay it, maybe they'll delay Spider-Man, and then they'll delay Doctor Strange, and then Thor, and it's a never-ending cycle.
It isn't. I mean, on the one hand, that sucks. But from a business perspective, I get it. Like, if you can release something like Shang-Chi or Shang-Chi, however you say it, that isn't going to be that big of a deal anyway, but you really see it not do good. It's like, oh, okay, we want to make our money back. We paid millions and millions of dollars to get these things made. We want our money back. I get why they would do it, but it's irritating. I just want these movies.
Yeah. It is irritating. If they delayed Ghostbusters Afterlife,
they better not have.
I'm just going to be done with movies. I'm just going to be done.
Well, that's the thing, isn't it? It's almost like out of sight, out of mind.
Perfect timing, Jimbo. Well, to end on a positive note, at least Ghostbusters Afterlife is getting amazing reviews. And that's what we were just saying. Like,
when's that even coming out?
Seth, you know this.
It has a November date. I don't know the exact date, but it's in November.
Awesome.
All right. Well, guys, thank you so much. I started out solo. Durbin's like, send me the link. And Seth just jumped in. So I appreciate you guys joining me on this. And everybody in the comments, Jimbo, thanks for hanging out with me. Mercenary, Aaron White, I appreciate all of you. Durbin, real quick before we take off, if you could, just let them know where to find you, your channel, and your trailer reaction for this.
Oh, yeah. I did my trailer reaction. It was pretty epic because the trailer is pretty epic. So you can find that on my channel, Durbania, the one and only with that name. So you just type that into YouTube. My channel will pop right up. Check out my trailer reaction for this. And I got a whole host of other great things on there. I do movie reviews. I rank movies. I recently ranked something. I don't know. Did another great review for Superman and Lois. That is a good show. So I got my season finale, season 1 talk posted. So definitely check that out. So would love to hang out with you and talk about these movies.
All right, perfect. Yeah, go visit Durbin's channel over at Durbania. Seth, you know where to find him. He usually has video, but he doesn't have video today. He's here. He's Film Trigger. He's my kid.
Right.
So I'm the peanut butter. He's the jelly. So
there you go.
All right, cool. Well, everybody, I want to thank you so much for joining us. I will join Durbin and Seth. I'll join you guys backstage after the outro here. And peace.
See ya.